part of the first ones that won it. But
You know, for a second, I had to figure out which team, who he was talking about.
you it's just like damn near it's damn near just like when the NBA first started for real, and we won championships. Like, well, one of them 2 championships. So I mean, really, yeah, this is part of like just part of the history that we created for real. The Knicks was bound to at least get at least this shit, especially with a roster like this. But I mean, overall though, we played great.
Sticks with him defensively. Shot clock down to 6. Towns. Chance.
If I shoot, when do I be prepared to shoot? And
at over 1.5, and so sometimes
he's comfortable down there finishing and passing.
And Vassell off Fox. Corner, there's Anunoby. Got him. Wembanyama puts it up, and there's no call. It's a 7-0 run. Down goes Wemby. Brunson switching for Bridges. Now it's an open look. Brunson, bottom.
was coming off the bench to start the year. It was a little uncomfortable for him.
The head and shoulder fake.
Want to get hit by it.
Foul was on OG Anunoby. Fox.
He makes huge impacts on his team by his ability to be able to cut.
It's going to change pretty soon. Anunoby got bumped, and he cans it. Last possession was a 3-ball for Harper. He's trying to do it again, and does.
He's also one of the best offensive rebounders.
Castle, the cutter. Turnover. Wemby ahead. Castle puts it down. Brunson across the lane. Brunson attack mode. And Hart is there. Driving kick. Vassell put it on the board. To go in this first half. Anunoby. Oh, the second. Gets through the first wave. Fakes that Huck 40 and gets it to go by Barnes. Shot clock down to 4. Deep one. It goes.
Gets to the basket.
That's a great point.
The pullback by Fox.
Not had success here in Vegas.
Bridges connects to get something going here. Brunson gets around Barnes, flips it up, and gets the roll. Miles McBride. 2 of 8 in the quarter. The Spurs are 6 of 12. They need it. They got it. Kick. Harper. The 3. Bottom. For Colin.
Gotta get out the paint.
Penetrate.
Doing what they do, man. They're never out of it. They have that Knicks intensity.
Robinson. Right to Champagny. Wembanyama again. Yes, sir. Swing. Clarkson. Got a 3. Kolek will stop. Pop. And hit a 3. Brunson shifting gears and switching hands.
But he's now got 7 offensive rebounds.
Clarkson puts in another offensive board. Clarkson, full time. And he couldn't finish it. Knocked outside. Anunoby, bingo.
Offensive glass.
Brunson drags the defender, and he banks it in. Brunson penetrates, and it's put down. Castle got a 3.
In second chance points.
Brunson. Hart gonna do it himself. String music. Hooks a pass to the corner. Anunoby. Yes. Up ahead for Kolek. He's gonna lay it in with 21. New York Knicks are NBA Cup champions.
Shit, OG, damn man, he be on my ban list, but he be coming up clutch though for us for real. Especially when Bridges is really in a slump on offense. Shit, then you got what, D Fox, Stephon Castle. Really the main factor was Dylan Harper too though. I always say, yeah, for real, that should be the rookie of the year, but I mean I think that's just on the water.
Well,
Just
that was
coming
very
off the
biased.
bench, and then
You
you got
think
Cooper Flag.
Dylan Harper should be the rookie of the year?
I mean, shoot, the way how he played for real. I mean, he plays just like a vet.
Sohan swings it. Harper hits it in the first quarter. Harper trying to dunk it. Got his brother to jump. Back out. Harper.
Favorite stat.
Oh, Harper. Spin cycle move from the night.
Shake and bake. Let's get that.
26-17. The Spurs outscoring the Wizards. Harper. Quick move inside. Saucy move. Total problem for him, the injuries. So when he's out there, he can score. Champagny.
He was yelling when he comes down with that ball.
Harper. Oh, the jelly. Harper all the way. Yes.
And he's just going to Euro step the defense. And we talked about the ability to use both. Good job at the line. Oh, there's Dylan Harper.
Harper with the theft. Can Harper for two? Harper's had a great night. Doing this all the way.
He's got too many tricks. His bag is too deep. Oh,
He don't play like
Okay.
he out of sync with them at all. Like he goes in there and does what he has to do. Like either he
Okay, I'm gonna just
facilitates
take it
by
as you
getting the ball
saying
to
that he's a
Wemby,
good
which he
rookie.
does. I mean, yeah, he's a good rookie, but he plays like a vet damn near.
Very true.
Of course, hasn't developed into what he should be. Because, of course, yeah, he need a jump shot. But, I mean, him getting in the paint, that's damn near what, 50, 60% almost? He finishes great around the rim. And then when
Yeah.
him and Wemby are in a pick and roll, then, yeah, that's lethal. That's lethal. You see the difference when, like, Luke Cornett is on the floor and they try to throw him lobs, and they just like, nah, all right, we got to stop that. They be having to realize who on the court.
Type shit. But, hey, Vanilla been getting off, though. He been doing very solid. I
You
don't want to
said
say
who?
that. Vanilla. That's his name.
You no, he does all right. I mean, and then they'll still throw him lobs, and I feel like now they starting to get into a sync with them. Like, all right, we can't throw it too high for him like we can with Wemby. So
Yeah.
I feel like they starting to throw it at the right point now. But at the beginning of the season, they when Wemby got out the game and they tried to throw him a lob, that shit wasn't going nowhere. Shit, he jumped higher when he trying to block a shot with that little dumbass shit he be doing.
True.
Well, he used to do it. He don't do it no more.
I feel you, though. Like, I get what you're saying. I know you ain't really saying that Dylan Harper should be rookie of the year, but he's so poised in advance. He don't look like a rookie. And of course, we got to charge that to his pops. You know, one of the best role players in NBA history, Ron Harper.
The grind, pop the clip in my nine, and bitch, if it's the pick of chalk, fall in the night time, gotta get mine. Ain't taking the shot to the loss, since top of the phone. Call up my nigga, send at home, polishing the back 10 chrome. Got a dick we can hit, so bring your shit, cause once again, it's on. To the dawn with a flip of bird, my wig to the curb, so I swerve and roll out. To pick up the 666 thug and plot out the murder for robbing the dope house. Smoke up out the May bomb so high, now coming to slay with 4 grenades and a gauge. I'ma play with till I'm fall in the grave. Been late, filling in mid dry late. We spotted the place and quickly rolled up. Bulldozed to the living room, hopped out of the car and started to blow up. Fucking a kaboom, it blew all them bodies all over the room. Them doom, and gotta move fast. Why the popo's coming? Snatch up me yummy, so nigga don't think it's funny. I'm coming up quick and then not quite, cause flesh be loving this money.
I'm giving up love to the hustlers, all them St. Cliff dusters, making that money, stand on your feet. And you better believe, gotta have that cheese for the green leaves, never catch me sleep. Steady on the grind, getting mine, stand down from a crime, and I hit up the 99. Giving up that yeah, yo, making me say, yo, 20s, nickels, and dimes. Hit up a stick up a lick up that 211. Gotta get what's mine, then bailing. Me kicking up dust on me, trailing, failing 187. That's how it is, and I got to have it, and then not quite. Mission to check a meal and still be real, thugging on the clock, creeping on the comma.
You know, he definitely a step in the game as far as that. And also his brother has been, you know, a D1 college player, G League player. Actually, Ron Harper Jr. has been an NBA player too, I believe. I think he got a couple of stints here and there. So, you know, he always had that NBA tutelage in his back pocket. So it's no surprise to see that Dylan Harper is playing as efficient as he's playing. And, you know, just to go back to how they looked in the Mary's Cups and that semifinals against the Thunder, against my Thunder. And I don't want to gloss over that because that was probably y'all biggest win up to date.
Outside look, Holmgren wants 3 and delivers to that kind of rhythm.
I mean, certainly I would. You know that.
Short on the drive, throwing it up, Hartenstein. Oh, cookies. Williams 2-on-1. Williams got the left.
You've got 7 already in this game. We're not even finished pouring his team. They really want to run.
Oh my goodness. How about that?
Team here early in this game.
Wembanyama goes down, gives it up. Champagny, 3-ball, corner, and a bad pass. Leading the league in steals. Cason Wallace, 3 from downtown. Holmgren to the right. This team is. They're a machine. Fox got the roll. Fox for 3. Bottoms, teardrop, no. Blocked out of there by Wembanyama.
Great defense by San Antonio.
Dylan Harper down the lane. Got it.
Have to go get a guy with my experience.
Wemby, bottom. Kill 50. Fox snaking down the lane. Fox passes in the building. Castle. Oh, to get it to
Flash Brothers finish here, back to back. 3 off the dribble.
Wembanyama's blocked. SGA inside, got the left.
Half court. I mean, really, if he can get anybody in it.
Outside Vassell. Yeah! Gilgeous Alexander outside. Mitchell. Crossover. Fires the three. And it dropped.
To help defender.
That's his post up. That's amazing.
Too easy. Fox buries the trap. Over to Wembanyama. Made the catch. Faded away. Fly drive. Champagny out to Vassell. Boom. Mitchell off the steal. Caruso. Vassell quickly ahead. Castle. Two-hand hammer.
Goldenberg says,
Oh, the inbound lob.
matchup. You got to put Holmgren on him on that one.
SGA.
Where we know he's a clutch leader in NBA. Well, everything you just said, Spurs believe it, and they wear it.
Touched by Caruso. Wembanyama got it back, fires, and it drops. SGA down the lane, hammers it home.
Big in this game.
Holmgren now, Vassell knocks them both down.
The three-point line.
I would have put Barnes on the other
Mr.
side.
Caruso, bumped, no whistle. The Spurs are NBA Cup giant killers.
But in that game, his jump shot is like, it's very D'Lo-ish. Like, it's like a nice little set shot. The base ain't too, straining. You don't have to jump as high. Yeah. So it's like, it's an easy shot for him, especially with him being 6'5". So, like, I'm seeing some of those sniper tendencies. And then he turned around and had a great game against, I want to say it was either Atlanta or Washington. I think it was Washington, but he had another great 3-point shooting game, had like 24 points. So, yeah, like, what y'all got with Dylan Harper, that's like one of the best insurance policies y'all got, because, maybe it'll come to a point where y'all got to trade De'Aaron Fox, or, I doubt it'll happen, Steph. I don't think y'all gonna trade him, but eventually at some point y'all gonna have to pay all these guards or whatever. And Dylan Harper, him being a rookie right now, you don't have to pay him as soon. So in the event that he might have to be the starter, it's very comfortable. It's like very Tony Parker reminiscence. A remnants of it. So like the depth that y'all got is looking as good as it's been advertised. I know we had a whole conversation about how the Spurs would look in the offseason. And I guess we can kind of update the temperament in that, because Rob, you were saying that you were just happy if they'll make the play in. You'll be satisfied with that. They just make a playoff appearance. And, I thought that was respectable then. And I still think in a little bit of a sense. But Threezy on the other end was like, nah, these niggas need to be no less than a 6th seed or 5th seed, which there are right now. So, I know you already said your piece, but let me ask you this. How do you feel about the trajectory now as far as like where they are in the regular season? Do you think where they at is where they need to be? Do you think they can be higher? Do you think they might potentially go back to where you thought they were going to be, which is like a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th seed play-in type team? What'd you feel as far as like their trajectory at this point?
This for Rob or me?
See, the nigga muted.
Oh, this is Rob.
Well, I'll get back. But yeah, as far as the Spurs though, man, I think they look pretty decent. I still need to see a little more from all the other teams that they had to play, like the Rockets and Mavs and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah, I think they definitely show some, especially with Wemby coming back. That's definitely the biggest X factor. Still need to see how he looks as far as like building up to playing regular starter minutes. He's been very productive in 20-some minutes, but it's gonna have to get to a point where he's gonna have to play full-time minutes to secure the spot that they're in now, or even go higher. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think De'Aaron Fox has looked solid as you can ask him to be. Much love to Devin Vassell. He's been hooping. His game hasn't been really falling off, considering that he has to play behind Steph Cassell and Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. Even sometimes
Hey,
Dylan Hopper would take over a game. He'll still be just as productive. So he's been nice for him.
don't forget, Mitch. I got to give a lot of credit to Mitch Johnson too, though, man. He's fulfilling that pop role damn near, bro. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
been pretty
keeping that
good.
going on. As you can tell, he got the locker room. He got all of them sound. And even though that y'all went up like that in the semifinals on them like that, he still put faith in them, even after like Wemby gave him that jump. Because during the second half, when he took Wemby out, then that's when they still was able to at least like maintain and keep up with y'all too. Though they said, "All right, we ain't gonna sit there and make Wemby our savior every game.
Yeah.
You know, we got to make the playoffs still. Just in case if anything, bro, we are dogs."
I think that was an excellent chess move by him because, like, the way Wemby was rolling, and I don't think anybody knew, like, the extent of, like, how he was going to be limited. But the way he played in the first half, you would have thought he would have came out as a starter or at least would have came out early. So I think I probably said this in the chat. Like, yeah, now that we've seen Wemby, we can kind of adjust to that. And then when the third quarter happened and the Spurs went on their run real early, I was like, damn, we focused too much on Wemby. We forgot about everybody else on the team. So it was like, yeah, that was definitely a good chess move by Miss Johnson. Just, continuing to get De'Aaron Fox the ball and get him going. And then eventually Steph started going. Luke Cornett, he was making good plays. So yeah, like Miss Johnson is definitely it's some good rookie, not rookie, coach of the year vibes, I'll say. He's probably like top 4.
I mean, really, who else you got? Well, you got to put JB
JB
Bickerstaff.
Bickerstaff for sure.
Yeah, JB Bickerstaff.
The coach for the Raptors, Darko, I forgot his last name.
Radvanovich or something like that.
Yeah.
And I also will say, should I really put him in there? I want to kind of say Mike Brown, bro, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. Like,
No, Mike Brown's highly deserving.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing somebody. But you know what? I'm gonna keep him in there because the reason why I'll say I will put him in there is just because of what he's doing with the bench and everything, and he's of course doing way better than what Thibodeau has produced for real, coming off of like the bench. He's actually utilizing Landry Shamet and he's utilizing Tyler Kolek. Of course, Tyler Kolek had a bad night last night. But I mean, it's only because, he had a hot run and he might have had like a hot head at this point. But I mean, if he can actually maintain and become like a solid role point guard off the bench, which he is a good facilitator too, though, when it comes down to like passing. The rebounding part, I didn't think he was that good of a rebounder, but he can be too, though. So he could be slightly a bench Giddey-ish kind of player, is how I can put it. Like, I'm not saying he's going to get you a triple-double, but he's going to fill at least, like, the stat sheet.
I can get with that.
I ain't mad at that. But, yeah, shoot. Yeah. For the Knicks and Spurs, though, I like how they're looking. Like, as far as, like, all of our expectations, I mean, both of them teams are pretty much on point. So, but I'll definitely say the Spurs are, like, kind of exceeded my expectations in a sense. I mean, I don't know if it's by default because I thought some Western Conference teams were going to be a little better. So maybe it's a little bit of that. I mean, I'm not saying they were going to be better than the Spurs, but I just thought they were going to be better in general. The Clippers for sure. I thought the Clippers were going to be way better than what the fuck.
Yeah, y'all niggas. Yeah, y'all thought the Clippers was going to win more than 50 games.
I did. I don't know how Rob was thinking, but I definitely thought they were going to be of that caliber. I thought they was going to be just as good as the Lakers. So, yeah, there's definitely a miss on my part. But, yeah, the Clippers, who's another team? I mean, the Timberwolves are getting it together. They just got a big-time win against my Thunder.
The opportunity.
Edwards, easy deuce. Driving on Wallace. Tough fadeaway. Training. Toss out. Highland, 3-ball. In the air, finds Dort in the corner for 3. Highland leaves it for Randall. Randall off the
Have open threes. They've got to stay confident and knock them down.
Williams with the defense. Harden. Mitchell on the drive. Easy lay-in.
The Raptors. I know 5 is in Boston. That just doesn't feel.
Hardenstein, the offensive board. Caruso to the 16-3 run. Bones. Go!
It's too good to be held down too long.
Long way to go. SGA. It back. He'll attack Wallace. Edwards hanging. And go. Randall flicks the wrist. Got it. Reed. Spinning away from Williams. And the big Dillingham. The lob to go. Working on Hardenstein. Pull up. Jay is good. Losing minutes of this one. It's been a good one. SGA on balance. Still put it 3 instead will drive. Mid-range. Jay. Pure.
Don't let it be this man.
SGA. Money. Edwards. Working on Wallace. Step back. Fires. Alexander. Driving. Blocked at the rim by Edwards. SGA. Working on Edwards. Lost the handle. McDaniel. Up ahead. Clock will expire. Minnesota. They trailed 107-104.
You know.
Yeah. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I mean, we can. I mean, it was a good win for them. Anthony Edwards, he came up in the clutch big time. Rudy Gobert was solid. Julius Randle. I mean, it was a good win for them. It ain't shaking my boots though. I hope you ain't thinking that.
Nah, but how do you feel about Anthony Edwards playing defense on Shea?
I mean, he's been doing that for the last 4 years. Like, I mean, he's been swatting his shit in the clutch. He's been hitting clutch shots over him. I've seen this plenty of times from Anthony Edwards. So it's like, it's just a good performance. I think it's more so in a case of Anthony Edwards just playing phenomenal this year. I don't think we're giving, well, I'm not going to say we are because we ain't have, many opportunities to talk about it. But the media, I don't think they're talking about Anthony Edwards as much as they need to be because he has been on a fucking heater.
The third quarter. Edwards, step through, pull up. Jay got the bounce, count it, and put him on the line.
Thank you for a ball.
They had a heated conversation at the end of the second quarter. Edwards, pull up Jay outside the free throw. Edwards, pull up Jay, good! Edwards, working on Grant, fires, money! Pull up Jay, got it!
And taking on his college teammate, Tamani Kamara, and winning.
Jones all missed that game. The top 5 paid players on how many 38-year-old point guards that are 6'1".
Edwards on the drive, step through in. Edwards right down Bourbon Street. Vincenzo the offensive rebound. Deep corner. Jim, they have a 50-30 advantage in paint point. Running. Edwards stops for 3 and drills it. Pelicans had 1. Edwards for 3. He's got a 32 tonight. Faded away. Got it. Smoothie King Center. Edwards wants a tie. 10.
Ant's career high for points and a half is 30.
Edwards on the drive. Got the leg. Edwards attacking. Lefty leg.
Like, he's been performing at the level that you would expect him to play, and it's on both ends. Again, he blocked Shea in the clutch. He got a steal on Shea in the clutch, hit a big-time 3, and got a big-time rebound. Like, when it mattered the most, and many occasions he's done this, he's outplayed Shea in the clutch. Now, that's only regular season talk, so let's not get too crazy. But, yeah, if Anthony Edwards can start playing like this against all the teams with this fire, which he's been doing this year, then yeah, like, we need to start talking about AE5 a little more, man. We got to start talking about Ant-Man. I mean, he was crowned the face of the league not too long ago. At least he was supposed to be in that position. So now that he's producing at a high level, we need to kind of start bringing that back to the forefront because he's been playing the best basketball of his career from what I've been seeing.
Definitely. They definitely haven't been talking about it. Maybe because Luka, Shea, and Jokic are just doing so fucking good.
Yeah, that's definitely more so the reason, but still, like,
I mean, you still got 4 players that are better than them. That's Luka, Shea, Giannis, and SGA. I mean, Luka, Shea, Jokic, and SGA. Luka, Shea, Giannis. Yeah, Luka, Shea, Giannis, and there's one more. And Jokic, yeah, still got 4 players better than him. So I
So
mean,
I guess what I'm saying is he should probably be like a strong 5. Maybe not the strongest. I mean, there's other candidates out there that's balling. I mean, Jalen Brunson, he probably is a strong candidate for 5. Um, does it stop there?
it stops there.
Wemby, even in limited minutes.
He ain't been the healthiest. So
And there is a tax to that. Don't get me wrong. What he's doing is top 5, like impact, I guess. But I mean, when you're only playing 20 some minutes, you're not playing like the full totality of games, especially as the number one option. It's like, okay, I need to see how you look when you got that pressure on you. Like, and we haven't seen Wemby do that quite yet. Like, so I would like to see how Wemby looks when he got a little strain, to his body after playing like 20 straight games and playing 34 minutes, going through those type of rigors. So I'm kind of still a little reserved with that. But just from the eye test, it's looking like top 5 impact. So I mean, that's for those that want to make that case. Um, I don't want to say Donovan Mitchell, he hasn't been performing to the individually, kind of, but team impact wise, it's kind of like still a little left to desire. But um, I'm not sure. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting some shit. Oh, Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham fucking Ham. Can't forget about Cade. He's
yeah, forget
playing.
about him.
He's playing top 5, and I love that people are starting to finally give him some like MVP whispers. Those whispers are starting to get a little strong. So yeah, like Cade might got to be in that top 5 discussion or that 5th spot. I mean, honestly, if we just talking about performances this year, Giannis might be 5th.
Got to see more from Giannis.
Got to see more, but just at this point, he'll probably be 5 to me. But yeah,
Okay, he can be fine. All right, all right. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that.
because I'll say, just me personally, I'll say Shea, Jokic, Luka, Cade, and probably Giannis. Probably Giannis. Probably Giannis. I mean, he doesn't have a legit all-star level second option. So yeah. I'll probably go that order to be honest. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, we kind of talked about the Pistons a little bit last time. So I mean, I guess we don't gotta go too in depth. They're still maintaining the number 1 seed, by the way. They're still winning games. I can't remember too many games that they played. I know they played the Mavs recently. Who else? They got a big time win against the Celtics. Didn't they win that game? Fuck, I can't even remember. I'm pretty
What are you
sure the
talking
Pistons
about?
beat the Celtics. The Pistons. Then they beat the Celtics like a week ago or something like that. Because Cade and Jalen Brown was going at it. I think both of them had 40. I know Jalen Brown had 40, and I think Cade had like 38. Damn near triple double. Both of them really.
He said who had 40?
Jalen Brown.
Oh, Jalen Brown had 34.
Oh, against the Pistons?
Yeah, when
Oh
they
shit.
played the Pistons on the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah, he had 34. White had 31. Cade had 32,
Like 2. Yeah. Okay.
and Jalen Duran put up a fucking stinker. Oh my god,
Yeah. He'll do that time to time.
29
Yep.
fucking 29 minutes, 6 points. Yeah,
But sometimes it be Isaiah Stewart having a damn good game sometimes. Like sometimes Isaiah Stewart, I don't want to say he outplays him, but he'll have his moments where he's impacting the game a little more. damn near be ready to get ejected, but you know, he don't step on that line too much. Too much. Or he don't go over it too much. He definitely step on the line. He
He's
stomp on the
definitely
line.
he's definitely been doing a good job in restraining himself.
Yeah, he has, but at the same time, he's still telling niggas you want to fight. He's
Yeah, I
still
think
offering that fade.
he's still offering him, nigga, come after the game, be there, I'm gonna beat you up.
Nigga told Bobby Portis that, bro. Now that's respect. That's respect, bro.
Yeah,
You saw
Bobby.
Jalen Brown go back at him, though.
Yeah, bro. He do not want that problem, bro. He was competing though. I ain't gonna lie though. Nah, they got in the trenches a couple times. Jalen Brown was like, shit, fuck off me, nigga.
Shit, Jalen might be with all the smoke. Shit.
He might. You know, judging off his streaming stories, he really don't give a fuck.
Nigga told Jalen, shut up, you're a podcaster now.
Cool. Ain't no bullshit though. Man, that nigga, you know the nigga Asian Ray that be with like Cassie and all them, the Asian nigga.
Oh yeah, the Asian nigga, yeah.
That nigga had him on the stream and offered him some hairspray. I'm like, nigga, you wild, bro.
Ray ass don't even know English all the way, bro. Like,
No bullshit. Yo, what's up, uncle?
they got that nigga an American visa just to be on a Twitch stream. That shit crazy.
Hey, shit. Anything's possible, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, just as far as Cade though, I think he's top 5 so far. Still gotta see a lot, so we'll just leave it room for there. Um, I can't think of any other standouts. Um, the Lakers, they've been producing pretty good.
We're second in the West. Or are we third? I think we're third. I think it's OKC.
Yeah, I think Denver might have like.
I think it's OKC, Denver, then us. Or is it okay? Yeah, it's close
Yeah,
though,
I
because I
think
know
y'all
it's
third. Yeah, it's third. Yeah, it's close.
so the Spurs are fourth.
It might be.
Cause shit, when we lost to them, we were both 18-7 or 17-7, something like that.
Could be the Rockets.
Could be the Rockets. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be a tight year once again. It's gonna be a tight year in the playoff race once again.
Shit, for y'all. We chilling again.
I mean, but y'all can lose a couple more games and everybody else win a couple more games and yeah, right back in the thick of things.
and we still have like 7 games ahead. I mean, if we teeter in a later season, but I don't think that's happening.
So what you got your win loss? What you got the win loss? What you got the over on? What you over or under 11 or more losses?
I am over 69.
Okay, so 12 or less
Well,
losses. Okay,
actually, wait, did I say that right? I'm at 69.
you're at 69. Okay.
Yeah. Because I think it will get to a point where, as good as our bench is and our overall depth is, I think it's gonna get to a point where we start resting in the playoffs. Whenever we start like, getting the playoff seedings wrapped up and stuff like that. When we don't need to play like an extreme amount of games to like try to decide our destiny or whatever, then I think we can start sitting a couple players here and there and willingly take some losses just to like get rest. So, you know, I don't think we will be chasing a record like everybody think we are. But if we, maybe if we come across it, we might try to go for it. But
Yeah, if it's after All Star break and y'all still got less than the fucking 7 losses, yeah, I think y'all go for the record.
I don't think there's no need. I mean, on some historical shit, yeah, I guess. But I don't think there's no superior need.
I mean,
Yeah,
really, I think I don't think y'all really that focused on it because, I mean, in this day and age where y'all are trying to at least not load management, but at least just trying to rest players, y'all could at least lose a couple of games and just be like, all right, it's okay. Like it ain't necessary for y'all to goddamn, I guess, win against well, towards like the end of the season pretty much. like say if y'all have at least what like seven, yeah, probably like yeah, like 7 or 8 losses or some shit. I don't think y'all sitting there fighting for it. I think y'all gonna rest Shea or some shit like that, or rest even like him and Jalen or whatever.
Yeah. And it's not like we ain't show those type of signs before. Last year we gave Shea and J Dub some rest towards the end of the season. So for you know actual reasons, because that's when Jalen well J Dub he tore his wrist or whatever. So we actually had to like let him sit out. But yeah, like we show signs of being precautious, so or show precautionary actions. So I think that'll probably be the same case. But then again, you know, I kind of feel iffy because the only team I seen in those type of trajectories, I mean, or those type of waters, is that 73-9 Warriors team. And just the fact that I seen them chase for it and it kind of ended up costing their health in the end, that's probably why I'm more like, yeah, it would be smarter to just like focus on health going into the playoffs. Like that just, especially for a title run, like you will definitely need to like try to save up as much energy as you need for the playoffs. But at the same time, that Warriors team was the only team that was in that like trajectory or that range, 71 wins or 70 wins, whatever, that lost the championship. So I mean, hell, the history will tell you that if you win 70 games, you're going to win a championship. But at the end of the day, the team that won the most wins lost. So, and they lost 3-1, by the way. Let's not forget that, crowd. 73-9 Warriors lost the 3-1 lead. But yeah, man, that's just probably my concern. It's just the health. And I don't think like even if we're not like injured or like completely like going through some injury bugs or some shit like that, I still think rest comes first. Like you want to be healthy going into the playoffs. And this is the Western Conference. So who's to say that the Spurs or the Lakers aren't rolling in that time? You really got to be concerned. The Nuggets, like, ain't no joke in the West. So
Ain't no joke in the fucking West.
yeah. So that's probably as far as I would say as far as like going for the record. I ain't really too could care less. But I would be concerned if we drop some games. Like if we keep dropping games, like if we go on a 3-5 stretch, then I'd be like, okay, something's going wrong. Something is not like clicking the way it's supposed to. But I like to end the trade. I like to entertain a trade talk though. Like, I mean, we got so much ammunition. I wouldn't mind like we go for some certain type of trade piece or something like that. But we'll
What would
see.
you say? What would you say y'all need?
Probably a wing defender, somebody that's like 6'7", 6'8". Like J Dub is the closest thing. And I think just because he has so much responsibility on offense, don't get me wrong, he plays with Shea, he played with Chet, but he still is one of those guys that we got to get like in a playmaking role. And then also he's a scorer. So it's like, to put so much pressure on him to be all that, it looked good, even though he's the second option. Of course, it's going to look good. But I think it would look better if you had somebody that was like 6'8", guarding the LeBrons or the Kevin Durant's or the Lucas. And he can kind of guard like the two guards. He can guard somebody that's like 6'4", 6'5". Or he don't have to guard the best wing offensive player. Like, I think that would work very well with us. Like, Lou Dort is a phenomenal defender. He can guard 1 through fucking 5 if he has to. But he's still 6'3". Caruso, 6'5". Like, we need somebody that can potentially keep up with, I don't want to say Wemby, but in the situations in that game against the Thunder or against the Spurs, when we had to get Alex Caruso guarding Wemby, oh no, 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 no. I would feel better if it was a Tyree Eason. You feel what I'm saying? Like that type of build.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels type build. I would feel way better in that circumstance. So that's just all I'm getting at. It's just a certain matchup that I see that teams could probably take advantage of. And that's that 6'9" wing offensive player, a Kevin Durant. Like we don't really got the certified defensive player to combat that.
How tall is Shea? 6'6".
Yeah, 6'6", but you're not gonna ask Shea to be a stopper.
You can.
You can, but is that smart considering he's the offensive engine?
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So
You
yeah,
can.
that's
You can.
just
You can potentially ask him to strap up some shit though. Like I ain't saying like one of them nights
like
that
a
Shea,
guard.
one of them nights that Shea, one of them nights that J Dub is going off and Chet is actually hitting threes. I mean, maybe you
Yeah,
can.
but
Yeah,
it's
but
like
that's not every night though. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, and then that's not like it's kind of almost not like the same thing because it's not like a pressurized situation type shit. Like if everything is going good for us and we're just asking Shay to do this assignment real quick, it ain't too much pressure because you already got like a good deficit, I would assume. So it's like okay, if you get scored on a couple times, it ain't the worst thing in the world because it's not so much of a liability if you got the score or you got the lead in the offense rolling. So I wouldn't consider that as like the same type of thing because Shay could do that,
You
but
say that, but then I watched Ben Mathurin get with him in the finals.
yeah, but I mean, when you're in the finals as the number one option, I mean, you don't think you're kind of compensated defensively in a sense? Just because you went through so many games as the number one option scoring?
Yeah, but that's the load that comes with it, though. I mean, yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
so that comes with it. Like, I'm not gonna be the best defensive player all the time because I'm doing so much offensively.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, that's a whole nother story. Um, but yeah, we can kind of move on to any other teams. I'm still trying to think of like somebody that's like kind of a maybe not dark horse, but like a forgotten. I mean, I guess shout out to the Nuggets, just out of respect that they are the number 2 seed. I think.
The Nuggies.
And you know, I don't really agree with the whole NBA rankings. Again, I said this last week, and once again, they put Jokic number 1 in MVP rankings. I still don't understand why. I know OKC has dropped some games, but Shea hasn't been looking like the reason. Actually, he has. I ain't even gonna hold. Now, Shea got clamped up in the end of the Spurs game and the Minnesota game. So in the clutch situation, Shea has got clamped up, but he still has the numbers to look like one of the best players on the court. So a bad Shea game is still like 28 to 30 something. 6 assists.
New Orleans just fucking grabbed the kicker.
They grabbed the kicker who?
Some nigga that
Young
they say,
Kuho?
nah, some nigga that they say Saints kicker Charlie Smith, a former Gaelic football player, Northern Ireland, who made the NFL debut last month, just now signed a 3-year contract with New Orleans. Yeah, I thought that was my fucking big news going against my screen. But yeah, we could move on. I'm trying to see where can we go next. Did we hit on Toronto? Or because Toronto is third in the East.
I mean, just a quick spill. I like how they looking as far as like, well, of course, Brandon Ingram.
He was superb. Pop, B.I. spinning, feeling it. Thomas Izolo with another timeout taken. He'll get to the elbow and creates contact. Just keep it alive. B.I. up fake. Bank shot behind a two-way with Memphis. And Mukelashvili, Barnes, and Walter. B.I. Ingram in the paint and go in the corner. The extra pass. B.I. Here's Ingram attacking, gets room, finds Ingram getting downhill, and Ingram with the left up. BI's got to go to work, turns around, fading. Up fake, now gets room, fires over. Attacking, and got it. Let's see some growth there. Ingram, his 9th double-double. And he's going 10. Oh, here's Ingram, Brandon Ingram. Yes, he did.
Coach Darko on a night where they're really struggling to get it.
Definitely got to give him a lot of credit. He's looking like, I mean, him and Scotty Barnes are kind of 1A, 1B-ish type vibe right now. But I think like what Brandon Ingram has been doing is like a little more prolific in a sense. Like just the scoring, the clutch shooting. I think he got like 2-3 game winners this season. So like, and then he's been a solid all around player. He's been hitting the boards, can facilitate a little bit. A little bit. I mean, they got a whole committee of playmakers over there. But yeah, I think Brandon Ingram, as far as like the scoring, I think that's been the biggest compliment to like the ascension of the Raptors. Because ever since they traded Pascal and even OG, they haven't really had a solidified bucket getter in a sense, or at least a proficient one. Now, when they traded RJ Barrett, when they traded OG for RJ Barrett was putting up some good numbers. Even Emmanuel Quickly was putting up some good numbers, but they weren't winning games like that. So, you know, their offense wasn't all that. And maybe it's because it was a new team. Maybe they weren't serious. They were already an ass team. So maybe that was the case. But
who's their coach? Your old head coach?
nah, he was a coach for the Warriors, assistant coach for the Warriors. Darko something. I can never remember the nigga name.
Foreign guy.
You say Radovanovic?
Yeah.
Well, I just call him Coach Darko. Darkio. That's what I'm gonna call him. Cause he be wilding a little bit. He'll fuck around, get a tech now.
Yeah, when calls don't go his way and shit. Yeah, he very vocal.
What the fuck is that shit? How director?
This is how we play in America?
Bullshit. But no, he's definitely brought some of that Warriors, I guess a championship pedigree over to that team. And I can't really put my eye on like what he particularly does. He just puts out a good lineup. I mean, and not only does he put up a good lineup, but again, like they got a whole slew of playmakers. Like Emmanuel Quickly can get you like 7 assists. They got Jamal Sneed off the bench. He can get you like 4 to 6 assists off the bench. Shit, Scotty Barnes can get you a triple double. Brandon Ingram can get you 25, 5, and 5. Like, hell, I seen games Jakob Porter gets you 4 assists, which I ain't never seen him do. So, whatever philosophy they got going on offensively, I think is really complementary to their defense. Most importantly, they always gonna have a good defensive team with Scotty Barnes and Jakob Porter. And I like the rookie that they got. He from South Carolina. He got a long last name. I forgot what it was, but he played for South Carolina, and he's kind of like a defensive, like, give me like Jason Maxill type vibes. Like he kind of like that 6'7" big man type, type build. But yeah, like I think the Raptors, I don't think they're fool's gold. I'm still kind of reserved on are they a serious team coming out the East? That hasn't even really crossed my mind yet. But I think just for what they're doing now and establishing themselves for like a not 7, a second seed, third seed, fourth seed, possibly getting home court advantage. Who's to say they can't be the ultimate dark horse in this year's playoffs in the East? Because again, they got the defense, they got the offense. They don't even got RJ Barrett back yet. So, we might not even see them in their full potential. Oh, and
How the fuck is he gonna look though? Like
whether he looks, I mean, hopefully he doesn't look terrible. Hopefully, at worst, he looks decent to where he's like a complimentary player. But what if he could be, and of course, a couple other players and a couple other moves and stuff like that. But what if he could be a trade asset for when Giannis attends a Kubo? What if Giannis goes to the Raptors? Could it be 2019 all over again?
Yeah,
Maybe.
shit, yeah, that's more than one championship.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he could be there to stay.
That would be a nice pickup though, but who would they give up?
Quickly, Barrett, Portal, and some picks.
Yeah, I probably
Nope.
try to keep Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram.
Anybody with Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes, pretty much.
I feel like they might try to go after Scotty though, at least.
I don't know if I'm giving up
You
Scotty
might gotta
Barnes
throw
though.
Scotty. You might do gotta
RJ
throw
Barrett
Scotty.
still,
I actually
RJ
think he's the last to get traded.
RJ Barrett would be a nice piece to place with that point guard over there in Milwaukee. Um, what's his name?
I'm saying you sure it all adds up
Ryan
as far as
Rollins.
contract wise?
Didn't RJ Barrett get didn't RJ Barrett get a nice payday from the Knicks?
That's why he ended up. I think he did sign an extension with the Raptors or something, or was that quickly? I don't know.
Well, I know Quickly got some money from the Knicks. I mean, I know
But
Quickly got some money from the Raptors. I know he got. I know
hey,
he signed.
Giannis is on the max contract too, though, ain't it?
Yeah, of course.
Well, a super max contract. So I don't know. You might do got to because Scotty Barnes is on a max contract too right now. So I mean, I'm just saying, as far as like contract wise, you might got to do throw Scotty in there because of the just of the price, really.
Well, you can't get Scotty. You can't get Scotty and RJ. So it's either it's one or the other.
I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind giving up Scotty for Giannis and then having Brandon Ingram as pretty much like Robin to me.
That'll be like his
And
Chris
you still
Middleton.
have,
Yeah.
and then you still have Emmanuel quickly too to run point guard if you still keep him. I'm
Don't they
saying,
still
yeah,
got?
I'll give up
Don't they still got the white boy Grady? Don't they still got Grady down there?
Grady Dick,
Yeah.
but he's
What's wrong?
still on like a rookie contract or something.
What's going on with him? Is he healthy?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't really get that much minutes though. Like
Craven
he gets his
Knight.
time. He gets his time.
Gray reminds me of like maybe a slighter better version of a Sam Merrill or AJ Green.
I mean, he should be more of a sniper now as far as like a 3-point threat.
Yeah, that's what all they need him for.
And his percentage is probably all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's at this point. That's why I can't really say like he's like doing well. I'm just saying he's getting like his minutes, but he needs to at least be like the shooter of the team. That's
Yeah.
what he was doing in what he was in Kansas, right?
Yep. Or the championship. No, he won the championship there. That was Christian Brown. Yeah, he from Kansas.
Yeah, because
He
Brandon
was
Ingram's
that boy was lighting it up in
Brand,
Kansas.
Brandon Ingram's the best shooter on the team. I would think. I'm not sure.
I mean, pure shooter, all
Yeah,
around shooter, I guess.
yeah. Overall,
But I agree with that. I mean, oh no. So I guess just to finalize this conversation, do you truly believe that the Raptors are like better than most of these Eastern Conference teams, like the Celtics, the Magic, the who else?
nah, I don't think they're better than the Magic. I don't think they're better than the Magic.
I would say they're better than the Bucks.
I say they're better than
Yeah,
the Bucks and
right. They might
I
be right
almost
there
want to
with the
agree.
Magic.
yeah, I say they're better than the Bucks in Chicago for sure.
I'll say that too. I think they are kind of right there. Yeah, for sure. Are they better than Atlanta?
I think they're better
They
than
right there
Atlanta.
with them.
I think they're a shade, maybe just a shade. I got to see who won their head-to-head matchup, Atlanta and Toronto, because I know they played a couple times already.
Yeah, I want to say Atlanta. They probably tied. I think that's one of the games Brandon Ingram got a game winner. I could be wrong though.
Because I know Glorilla was at one of those games. So
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the games where they was like she was dapping him up. They did the little handshake. That was after he hit a game winner.
Glow, whatever you doing, keep doing it.
And keep doing it.
yeah,
That
they
boy's
played
hooping.
once. Yeah, they played once this season, and it was the NBA Cup game.
This would go
Real
down
quick,
as like probably his best season, wouldn't it?
Who?
over Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, with Brandon Ingram, I'm saying this would probably be like at least his best season so far.
The boy had a year where he averaged like
Looking like it.
26.
But was he the second seed? Were the Pelicans that high?
No, I don't think the Pelicans ever were that good though.
They had a moment where they were like a first seed, second seed. I think it was like the first 12 games, but
That was all the way up until Zion got injured right in the playoffs. Well, literally right before the play-in or something. And then Brandon Ingram had to basically fulfill his role, and then well, not fulfill his role, but be the leader. But then they ended up losing in the first round too, right? Well, yeah, in the first round to Golden State, I think. I don't
shit.
know I forgot who they played.
Phoenix. It was Phoenix
Okay.
because that's when they was like damn near the whole team was beefing with Chris Paul.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
one year he averaged 25.
yeah, that might have been that season. Well, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how all that look, man. Like, it's real interesting to see them as the second seed. Still got plenty of basketball, but yeah, I think they are like. I do think they are at least on the level of certain teams, but I don't think they're better than the Pistons, the Knicks, the Cavs. They probably. I gotta see Evan Mobley a little more, but
Man, come on now. Let's stop it with this Evan Mobley crap.
well, I mean,
Right,
we still early in the season, man. The nigga can turn up and just
man.
snap.
Yeah, I'll give him his time, but right now, so far, ain't seen no improvement.
I
And I'm
mean,
I'm sad about that. I want better for him.
he hasn't been bad. He's actually been okay. He's been decent. Let's not act like he's just been a scrub.
I'm mad that he's the same player from last year. That's what I'm saying. He needs to be better than that.
I mean, well, your second option, Donovan Mitchell, was averaging 33. I mean, what you want him to average? 25?
He just points. I mean, for real, look at what seed they are right now. Obviously, he ain't even playing defense. He ain't playing like he was even defensively last year.
What is their seeding?
They like 6 or 7 right now.
That sounds on par. I know they've been underwhelming. But are we going to just credit all that? Well, I know you're not crediting all that to Evan Mobley, but it's like how
Nah,
much?
not all of them.
But how much of it is like the Cavs' flaws affecting their Evan Mobley's performances or the overall performance? Like, because they haven't been particularly healthy. Darius Garland's just coming back. Same for Jared Allen. Um, Again, Sam Merrill, he's been hurt. They got a lot of depth and all, but they still have their kind of like injuries here and there. But in the same token, I get what you're saying. Like they really don't have no excuse to be inconsistent. And you know, maybe we
Shoot,
should
yeah,
give a little grace to Evan Mobley, considering that he is injured. But even then, he definitely could play better. Like I would say, the only thing I know is that's a little better is his 3-point shot, which it isn't all the way that better. But he had some games where he's like he leaving the game with like 3 from 5 from three. So you
shoot.
know,
Last year, even with all the injuries and stuff, they still was a top seed. Like that's what I mean, though. Like right now, they still playing like last year. Everybody took their next jump, especially the Pistons. But look at what the Cavs are doing right now. They still playing like they was last year, and everybody's already beyond that. Well, most teams are already beyond that. I'm not gonna say everybody.
I don't know. I mean, I think they decent enough to not panic.
You said what?
Yeah, everybody else is pretty much dealing with injuries too, though.
But that's what I'm saying too, though. Last year when they had all these injuries, they still was playing like a top seed though.
Now, these niggas the eighth seed.
You said what?
They're the eighth seed right now. They're
See,
behind.
that's trash.
It is trash, but a couple wins, they could be right back in the thick of things. Like being the eighth seed, that is atrocious, but it's closer than what you think. I'll say the only teams that got a gap is Philly, Boston, Toronto. So from fifth to first, those are the only teams with like a real good gap. But they get a couple more wins, they'll probably be all right. But they are on a 3-game losing streak. Who they just played? They played somebody not too long ago that they shouldn't have been losing to.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Who else? There's another team that they played like, well, a series, not back to back, but like they played them last couple games, then they played them again. Can't quite remember. But I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I'll give it a little grace. I'll give it a little grace. I do agree with you in the sense like Evan Mobley could be better, but the injuries and all that, it's like this is a valid excuse. Eighth seed is atrocious though. If anything, is more so on Kenny Atkinson.
It's horrible, bro. It's not what you expect from the Cavs this season, especially where you would sit there and say like, oh, it's supposed to be the Knicks and the Cavs like going head to head for like the battle of the East, basically. Like, but right now it's just looking like the Knicks and Detroit, which is a great matchup, which I would prefer more so just from stemming of the last year in the first round. So I think it would be great if you end up seeing like Detroit having a phenomenal run in the playoffs. And make sure you capture this now. I hope this is on video. If they have a phenomenal run in the playoffs and then they end up playing the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, I mean, Knicks is still coming out with the win, but I think that will be, pretty much it will be great for the season or great for even like the NBA. Better than seeing the matchup of Cavs versus the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay. I can agree with that in a sense. I mean, I think both series, like either way, would be like blockbuster. But yeah, either way, I think.
But I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm in this joint. My phone gonna end up dying in this joint.
See, I would have loved to hear you talk about your sorry ass Steelers, but it's cool.
I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, I got Detroit. How you feeling?
Shoot, Steelers. I mean, we doing great, man. I mean, shoot, DK and Aaron Rodgers, having that great connection. And then of course we lost CJ Watt for a little bit, but they still ended up prevailing still. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Yeah, go ahead, Brody. We'll holler at you, man. Yeah, shit. If anything, niggas probably could just do a pod tomorrow. Probably
Yeah,
do
bro.
something.
We can probably just link back up tomorrow or link up later whenever he's free. I'm free all day.
All right, for sure. Well, shit, I'm gonna get some of this football shit off then real quick since we already on the topic.
All right,
Real quick. My Eagles do play at 5:00, which is what got about 3 hours Eastern time. So, I ain't got too much spill on it. Just would love for us to get a win. That's all I like to say. Ain't even too much to elaborate on. I know we're kind of off of the Commanders' takes and stuff like that. So, just let that be. But Saquon, please give me a touchdown. I need a couple touchdowns from my guys. So please just do that and help your boy out for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Spread the love, gifts, and all that. But other games, you got a big time game with the Packers and Bears round 2. Now I would just like to say Michael Park. Well, actually, I hate to say, and I seen it live, so that shit. I hated seeing him go out like that. But Michael Parsons, he's out with an ACL. Big time injury for a big time player. The impact that he had for that defense, to me, made him a championship contender. dare I say, I like the Packers better than the Rams and the Seahawks when they had Michael Parsons because he was just the KO finisher. It was like the rest of the defense, they'll do their job and do a hell of a job, but let Micah get free. Let somebody not block Micah. Let Micah fuck around and just get loose. Like he's the in Mortal Kombat, there's putting belt to ass, and then there's putting belt to ass with a fatality at the end. Michael Parsons is the fucking fatality. This is his fourth straight year, fifth straight year, 12 plus sacks. Yeah, they're gonna miss him a lot. A fucking lot. Maybe not today against the Bears because the Bears are actually missing a lot of offensive weapons. So you got to see how Caleb Williams can do without all that offense, but he still could probably get a win. They almost won the game against the Packers. I mean, it was closer than further, but still, they was in position to make some plays to make it a close game. So, we just got to see how Caleb Williams can respond to no Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons was affecting them in the pocket. That first time they played, he was rushed a lot of times in the pocket. So now that he probably not gonna get as rushed, maybe he might make some solid throws in the pocket, but he don't really got too many weapons to throw to. So it's an interesting game. They're saying DeAndre Swift is a little ill, so he not 100%. You gotta see how that offense for the Bears look. The defense for the Bears, they're decent, but Jordan Love was carving them up. He did have 4 touchdowns in that game. So who's to say that he won't leave with 2 and maybe Josh Jacobs, he can get a touchdown. He is injured a little bit too with a bum knee. So that's something to watch out for. But Wilson off the bench, Emmanuel Wilson, he hasn't been bad at all for the Packers. So, I think the Packers offense is comfortable, but the defense, man. I mean, they got some good players on defense, man. Cooper, Walker, McKinney, Rashad Gary. They got a lot of firepower on defense, but when you don't got an all pro, damn near Hall of Famer already on that fucking edge, yeah, that hurts a lot for the Packers. And I'm more so talking about for the longevity side versus the Bears. But even tonight, it's gonna be a tough game for the Packers defensively because Caleb Williams, he can be a dual threat. And the mobility don't have to equate so much to rushing yards. It could be more so of him just extending plays and making some crazy ass throws. So, I'm gonna still go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go 29-24 Packers. But I hate to see how they look in the long run because I thought they were like one of the favorites in the NFC. And now it's starting to look a little more like Seattle's world now.
Dog shit, I'm having dog shit. Having dog shit like a presser, ain't no pressure. Big glow from the M, I'm just a pretty ass finesse. Brand new coupe cost me some dog shit, I bought like Uncle Fester. Drive a CA, but he fucked the dog shit out me on them Teslas. Oh, you the